Ranking the best wide receivers in college football. And boys, we are back here with another tier list update. Today, we're going to be taking a look at wide receiver. Before we get into today's video, I do want to talk about our sponsor real quick, MMOEXP.com. If you guys want an alternative to buying packs, consider buying coins at MMOEXP and make sure to use code DILL at checkout for 5% off your order. Now, right before we do go ahead and get into the new cards right here, going to take a look at the old tier list. And honestly, I don't really think anyone needs to move up or down. I do still have Deshaun Jackson on this list, even though he's still unobtainable currently as I'm recording, but I still think T-Mac, Herman Moore, Colin Lacey, and Tavon Austin are in the S tier still, so we can just get into the new cards. And now the very first cards we're going to take a look at are all Amari Cooper, starting off at the 84 and going all the way up to the 89. And from the 84 to the 87, what you're going to see is they're all +1s. And the 84 right here is going to have 84 speed, 84 acceleration with 80s across the board for route running. Just 84 overall is good enough to make the D tier. And if we go ahead and take a look at the 85 now, it's pretty much the same thing, just 85 speed. Doesn't hit that next level of route running, so I'm also going to have the 85 also in the D tier. Now when we bump it on up to the 86 speed with 84 short, 84 medium, 83 deep, I think the +2 speed increase from the 84 is good enough for this card to make this C tier. And the 87 overall this time actually takes a pretty big jump with the 87 speed, 87 excel. This time hits the 85 level for short and medium route running. He's 6'1" as well. This is one of my favorite budget options in the game. The 87 for me is going to go ahead and make this B tier. And now lastly right here we have 89, the full legend Amari Cooper, and this card, man, is just overall really solid. He is 6'1", 89 speed, 89 acceleration with 85s for every single route running, short, medium, and deep. Doesn't hit the 90 level. Pretty good after the catch too with the 88 juke move, and can even run block as well. I think Amari Cooper is a great receiver in the game. I just don't think he's an S tier receiver today. I think you can debate his placement, but I would place him in the A tier, more along the lines like Luther Burden compared to T-Mac, Herman Moore, Colin Lacey, and Tavon Austin. I like these cards just slightly more. And now after that, we're going to take a look at all the Reggie Wayne cards, and we're going to get started with the 85 right here. And the 85 is 6 foot. That's not going to change. 85 speed, 85 acceleration. Does hit that 85 level of short route running and decent after the catch with decent run block as well. I think the 85 Reggie Wayne this time is good enough once again for the D tier. Then we bump it on up to the 86 with 86 speed, 86 acceleration. Has that 85 level of short route running yet again. It's +1s, just like Amari Cooper. The 86 for me this time is good enough to make the C tier. Now when we look at the 87, again, +1s, 87 speed, 87 excel. Does hit that 87 level of short route running, 87 speed yet again, and the 87, in my opinion, once again, is good enough for the B tier, right by this Amari Cooper. And the lower overall Reggie Wayne right here, the 88, I think this is fantastic value because he has 88 speed, 88 acceleration. This time hits 85s yet again for every single route running, and again, decent run block. So I really like the 88 overall Reggie Wayne. I think he's, again, fantastic value. For me, this is going to be a card that actually does make the A tier. And lastly, right here, we get the full Reggie Wayne with 90 speed, 89 acceleration, and he hits that 90 level of short route running. First time we've seen that today. Also does have 90 beat press, and again, can even run block as well. I think Reggie Wayne is one of the better receivers in the game, and he is someone for sure going to make this S tier for me. And I think you can debate placement. Like Herman Moore and T-Mac, even though they're slower, they are extremely tall, big body receivers, and it really comes down to, do you prefer the taller players? Do you like the shorter players? It is preference at the end of the day. All right, and now after that, we get 85 overall Emeka Egbuka right here, and this card is a Coca-Cola card. We've been talking about these cards a ton on the channel. I believe you go to your local grocery store, you buy a can or bottle of Coke, and they should have a code on it, and you should be able to get one of these players. And this card has 85 speed, 6'1", hits that 85 level of medium route running. Not too much of a run blocker, and yeah, I mean, I think he's pretty solid. He's one of the better actual Coca-Cola players. Not too great in the grand scheme of the game. For me, he's going to be D tier. Maybe could see him in the C tier. After that, we get LeJohntay Wester right here, and he has 84 speed, 85 acceleration. He is 5'11", 84 short route running, 85 medium, 81 deep route running. And this time again, not really too much of a run blocker, not really his game. For me, Wester, when we compare him to the 85s, it's like, he could, slightly in the D tier. I don't hate it. And after that, we kind of get a weird card. It's 86 overall Jeremiah Smith, and it's not weird that he got a card. I'll explain why it's weird. So first off, 6'3", great height, 86 speed, 86 acceleration. This time doesn't hit the 80 level of short route running, but has great deep route running, and again, run blocking, not really his strength. And he's also not good after the catch. But we take a look, like the reason why it's weird for me, he got an 83 overall, like story of the week or whatever you want to call it, basically team of the week card, and his 83 had 85 speed, right? And I know speed may not be the most important thing, right? But going up 3 overall and getting 1 speed is kind of weird. Like, imagine this card had like the +3 speed and he'd be like insane for a budget, right? Kind of like the 83 was at the time. And just kind of weird how they did this card. I don't think he's bad, but I think he should be better. I think Jeremiah Smith should have a better card in the game. I don't think a lot of people would disagree with that. I think he's C tier or B tier. I'll slightly put him B tier because he's a little bit better than his 83. And now after that, we get T-Mac, and this is a lower overall of a higher overall card, a lower overall of his 89, of course. This 86 overall, again, he's 6'5", 85 speed, 84 short route running, 86 medium, 84 deep route running, and not too much of a run blocker right here. Decent after the catch with 80 juke. And I actually really like this card, not necessarily because of his core ratings, but I like what they're doing with this. And I think this could be really cool at the end of the year where it's like, okay, we're going to release a juice T-Mac card that is like insane, great abilities, like again, talking about later in the year. If they release like a lower overall that's a lot cheaper, people can still use their favorite player, and potentially, again, maybe this card in the future, like lower overall, will get like gold takeoff, while the LTD or like the higher overall gets like platinum, you know? So I like what this could be in the future. This card is pretty solid though. I like him. And with this T-Mac card, I'm going to go ahead and place him in the C tier. I really think him and Mike Evans are kind of almost the same card. And I wish they would have gave him a little bit better physical stats to make him on the B tier level. But yeah, I'm going to place him C. And right after that, we get Nick Nash. And this card is 86 speed, 84 acceleration. He is 6'3", 85 short running, 83 medium, 81 deep route running. And I actually think this card kind of, I don't want to say he went unnoticed, but really solid receiver in the game. Kind of similar to Jeremiah Smith, actually. So yeah, I'm going to place him in the B tier as well. Very solid budget option. And after that, we get Xavier Townson right here. And Xavier Townson is 5'11", 88 speed, 87 acceleration, hits that 85 level of short route running, 89 medium, and 83 deep route running. Deep route running is like the one weakness on the card. I guess after the catch as well, not really too great. And a little bit lower change of direction. Kind of weird for a receiver. Usually they're extremely balanced. But yeah, I think Xavier Townson, he's kind of in a weird spot for me where it's like he's either the best card in B or probably the worst card in A. I think the deep route running and the change of direction make him B tier. Still a really solid card, but when we compare him to like Luther Burden, Desmond Howard, Jimmy Horn, Reggie Wayne, I would run all these cards over him. So I'm going to place him top in a B. And right after that, we get college kickoff Savon Williams. This card is 6'5", 88 speed, 87 acceleration, 88 short running, 83 medium, 80 deep route running, and has 91 B press. I think that's really nice. Not too crazy after the catch, not too much of a run blocker. Now is a nice in between of like say Mike Evans and also Herman Moore. I think he's really good, don't get me wrong. I think he does have some weaknesses with the route running. I like the big body. I don't mind the speed when you're that tall. For me, Savon Williams, he's about like Amari Cooper for me. I think he's a great card in this A tier. I just don't think he's S tier because I think Herman Moore and T-Mac does what he does just better, if that makes sense, because they're the best big bodies. All right, and after that, we get back-to-back homecoming cards right here from the house rules. First up is Jamar Chase, and Jamar Chase has 89 speed, 90 acceleration, and hits 85s for every single route running. He is 6 foot as well. And yeah, I mean, this core ratings are phenomenal. I really like this Jamar Chase card, and I also want to compare him, right? I want to compare him to Justin Jefferson. So I want to cover them right by each other. So Justin Jefferson is 6'3", keep that in mind. 89 speed, 89 acceleration. This time he does hit that 90 level of deep route running. Not too great after the catch and a little bit lower change of direction. And Justin Jefferson, since we're talking about it, might as well talk about the LTD as well. That to me is the same exact card. Besides, this card does have that 85 change of direction, and I think that does make a difference. Like when we talk about these three cards right here, I think we're basically kind of splitting hairs almost. I would say the 89s, right? I think they are phenomenal. For me, they're both top end of A tier options, and I will be placing the LTD Justin Jefferson slightly in the S tier. Like when I say it's just like that much difference because I like the more change of direction on this card. Are you going to notice a big difference between the 91 and the 89? No. Am I saying I would run the 91 over the 89? Also, no. I would run this Justin Jefferson over this Justin Jefferson just because you can save some coins and you'll not really notice a difference. But I do think this one is slightly better, so that's why the tier list is looking like how it's looking. I hope that makes sense. And again, these two cards are absolutely phenomenal. Just think they're not quite S tier. Like again, I like Colin Lacey, I like Tavon Austin over them, but they are great cards, and I anticipate the Jamar Chase LTD joining this Justin Jefferson LTD in the S tier. And again, I'm expecting it to be like this much of a difference. And right after that, we do get Trey Harris. Trey Harris has 90 speed, 85 acceleration. He is 6'2", 89 short route running, 86 medium, 82 deep. I feel like the deep route running is the slight weakness on the card. Does have 90 beat press as well. And again, not really too much of a run blocker. I think Trey Harris though, I think he's A tier for me. I don't hate you saying Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson are better. This is what it's looking like for me. I maybe Amari Cooper as well, but yeah, I would take Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson over him. And after that, we get 90 overall Keon Magwood with 90 speed, 88 acceleration. He is 5'11", hits that 90 level of short and medium route running with 87 deep route running. The one weakness on the card is the release rating / the beat press. But other than that, man, I think he's absolutely phenomenal. And this is a card that I am willing to put him in the S tier. I think, you can debate placement throughout this. I'd probably say Tavon is probably the worst one in S. And now the last card we got today is Ryan Williams. Ryan Williams is 6 foot, 91 speed, 93 acceleration. Doesn't have the best short route running, but the medium and deep are great. 89 beat press, and kind of the weird ratings on the card are his after the catch ratings. Like, did EA just not watch him in real life? Like, what is this? But honestly, this is a card that I kind of did a 180 on as well. I used to not like this card, then I changed my offense, and it was definitely an offensive issue. Maybe it was spacing, maybe it was just, I don't know. In my gauntlet runs, getting James Pierce, this dude was always open, man. So yeah, I also moved him to the slot as well. Maybe that's what helped, but yeah, I love this Ryan Williams card now. I think you can debate placement throughout this list, but yeah, Ryan Williams is going to be our final card in S tier. Some things that maybe I could see, like Jimmy Horn and Reggie Wayne being bottom end of A, like on the same level as Justin Jefferson and Trey Harris. But like these two cards are kind of in weird spots where it's like, okay, they're either the best cards in B or they're the worst cards in A, and maybe like Jefferson, Chase, Trey Harris, Cooper need to be the new A tier. These cards are B, but I mean, I like every card in A tier. I really do. And yeah, this is what the list is looking like for me. I could see some people moving up, some people moving down, and I could see why you would say that, but yeah, boys, hope you guys did enjoy this video. These are my thoughts. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below in the comments. Let me know what you agree with, what you disagree with. Who do you think should move up? Who do you think should move down? Now, if you guys did enjoy this video, though, you enjoy content like this, want to stay updated with everything that's the best here in college football, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Now, if you guys do want to go ahead and see me use some of these cards live on stream, I've been streaming here on both YouTube and Twitch. To watch on the YouTube, make sure to hit that noti bell as well. You'll be notified every time I upload or go live here. Or if you guys want to watch on the Twitch, check the links in the description, hit that Twitch with a follow. But if you guys do want another video to watch, check out this one right here.